Tanisha's kitchen planet. Come and cook with me. Come and cook with me. Cook with me.
So, today I show you how I make my elderberry syrup. But first I want to tell you something about the elder itself. Because for the early peoples, he was one of the sacred trees and also full of magic. This tree stood for the female power, and this in all its different aspects, and is dedicated to the earth goddess. In addition, it was considered a protective tree for house and yard, should keep away diseases and also protect people from fire, storms, or lightning strikes. It's also reflected in fairy tale characters, such as the figure of Mother Hole. Originally, the elderberry comes from North America and is still considered a natural medicinal plant. Elderberry flowers are rich in vitamin C and have a detoxifying, expectorant, diaphoretic effect, and much more. Incidentally, in ancient Greece, the wood of the elder was used to build a musical instrument, which was very similar to a harp. But for the syrup are important for us here today the elderflowers, which should always be collected when they are really ripe. Often you can harvest into July, depending on location and weather. I always harvest on a dry day, preferably in the morning, and best when the moon is in the zodiac sign Gemini on such a day. You can of course do it differently. Feel free to experiment. I want to make a liter of elderflower syrup and harvest about 20 elderflower umbels for it. It's very important that you do not wash the flower umbels, but only shake them out well, because otherwise the pollen loses its flavor. Shaking them out is also important for another reason. Often small animals can still be found in the elderflowers. You can save them and bring them back outside. Afterwards, remove the blossoms from the thicker green stems as well as possible, as they contain prussic acid. If you pay attention to this, you really don't have to worry at all, and at the latest during the cooking process, the prussic acid content is completely lost. Now I cut 2 lemons into fine slices. I always take untreated lemons, which I have additionally washed hot before. By the way, I do not use citric acid, which is often used to make the syrup last longer. But with the amount I make, I give away most of it, and always keep back just 1 jar for us. and that's then also gradually used up quite quickly. Now, 1 liter of cold, filtered water goes into my big glass bowl. Normally, I would now actually have to add 1 kilogram of sugar for this amount of water. The amount of sugar determines how thick the syrup is afterwards. I always make it a little more liquid, and so 500 grams of sugar is enough for me. This way, the wonderful flavor of the elderflowers is not overpowered too much by the sugar. As always, I use fine brown sugar. You could also use beet sugar. Stir well. And just enjoy the dance of sugar and water for a while. Then add the flowers to the glass and submerge them a bit. They soak themselves up little by little. Now I add the lemon slices. And then I let everything steep in a darker place for 3 days, stirring every day from time to time. After these 3 days, the sugar in the water has completely dissolved, and I pour the brew through a fine sieve that catches the flowers and the lemon slices. Look what a beautiful color the liquid is now. Now everything goes into a medium-sized cooking pot. I then bring the liquid to a boil and simmer over medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes to make my syrup. Stirring every now and then. The jars that I now need for the syrup, I cleaned thoroughly beforehand and then poured boiling water over them. A funnel is also very helpful. Now the still hot syrup comes into the bottles, on which then also immediately come the lids. And ready! Stored in a dark and cool place, the syrup can sometimes last up to a year. After opening, however, it must be stored in the refrigerator. There it will last up to 2 weeks. A little of the syrup in the water and you have a wonderful summer drink. Try it and go out soon and collect your elderflower umbels. Have fun and enjoy the result.